Can President Tinubu and the military bring peace to northern Nigeria without the northerners? We need answers to this question from well-meaning Nigerians. I wish you listen to the end of this video. Then make your own comments. Let us know whether you agree that President Tinubu and the military can bring peace to northern Nigeria without the northerners, and by extension, bring peace to the entire country.
All of us, including my humble self standing here, all the politicians in northern Nigeria, in the last 15 years, we should be held accountable to what is happening in northern Nigeria in terms of poverty, unemployment, lack of education, lack of security.
Let me tell you the major problem of Nigeria. The major problem of Nigeria is northern part of the country. Northern Nigeria, if you carve out southern part of the country from Nigeria and give it 10 years, they are going to be recognized among community of nations because of the development they will have.
Until Nigeria recognizes the southeast, Nigeria is going nowhere. Nigeria, the civil war is over. Until you recognize the eastern part of this country, you are going nowhere.
70% of the people who govern this country are from the northern part of the country. But if you want to see hunger, starvation, and any other thing, it's from the north. Why?
That is the failing of us northerners. We need to look at ourselves. And now here we are. We have a leadership. We have a vice president number 2 who is from the north. We have a speaker of the house who is number 4 who is from the north. We have an SGF who is from the north. We have the senior most military officer who is from the north. We have all the ministers of defense from the north. We have the minister of police from the north. We have the national security advisor from the north. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu from the southwest cannot come and bring peace to us. It is us that must bring peace to ourselves. And through northern leadership, all of us must come in, lock the door, and sit down and see how we can bring peace to our land. 15 years of Boko Haram, 9 years of banditry. Are we going to continue this forever? And we're looking elsewhere? We are blaming somebody else? No. Leaders of the north, those in government and out of government, it's time for us to look ourselves in the face and say, we have failed our people, we need to do better. The military cannot bring peace to ourselves. None. We must all get involved and stop this nonsense, this Boko Haram, this banditry.
What I'm saying is that is the real truth. The real truth, the real problem of Nigeria, are northerners. Northerners, Fulani, Hausa are the problem of Nigeria. They don't want our Nigerian progress. If they are not the one in power, then nobody can do it. It's only them that can do it. If you say you deprive Igbo people from having what is supposed to be theirs, allow them to go for their Biafra. If you say Yoruba people are not competent, they cannot rule Nigeria, allow them to go. Then we, the Northerners, should just stay and rule ourselves.
They are systematically taking over Nigeria, and they want to make Nigeria into a Muslim caliphate. And they have been going back to their systematic jihad. Islam has conquered every civilization it's touched since 640 AD through 3 methods of jihad. 1, cultural jihad. We'll move in, we'll blend in with the population as we're a minority. Then they start gaining a population, having lots of kids. Then once they get a population, they do political jihad. All right? And cultural. Then cultural jihad. Then after political jihad, once they have the political cover to do the violence, they go into violent jihad and take over territory. And that is how they have systematically taken over all of northern Africa.
He said, even with all the conspiracy of ethnicity and the religious bigotry that was used during the campaigns by some people,
Allah ya ba Asiwaju nasara.
God now gave Asiwaju the victory.
Abinda muka samu muka yi a Kaduna yanzu an yi shi a ƙasa gaba daya.
He says that things that we were able to do in Kaduna, we have been able also to do it in the nation as a whole. Now listen, what did he do in Kaduna? In Kaduna as a governor, I will also show you that video at the end of this one. Here in Kaduna as a governor, he was able to ensure that there is no position of the highest office in the land that a Christian was given. From the governor, a Muslim, deputy governor, a Muslim, chief of staff, a Muslim, secretary to the state government, a Muslim, commissioner for finance, a Muslim. In fact, almost every position in high authority in Kaduna State belongs to Muslim. He says they have now been able to do it and replicate the same in the national level. Hear him. Oh yeah.
Babu wani makaryaci da zai zo ya ce zai fito ya ce shi zai yi siyasa na Kiristanci ya ci zaɓe.
Now he says there is no liar that will come out and say he will do politics like a Christian that will ever win.
An yi maganin wannan, dole suka yi shuru.
He said now we have solved that problem and all of them have shut up.
One thing I want us to know is that the British gave us to the Fulani, and the Fulani want to take your land the way they took Hausa land. And what we need now, sir, is to sit down and renegotiate. Because you don't trust me, I don't trust you. Let's face it. We need to sit down like Awolowo, Sardauna, Azikwe sat down that time to say they want a federation. We haven't had any federation since January 15, 1966. It has been unitary government. We need, if we are going to stay together, and I think it's best to stay together, we need to sit down and renegotiate.